Hello everyone, I'm FARMERSIM. Welcome back to Court Farms Country Park and episode 61 of the Let's Play series. Hope you're all doing very well and having a lovely day. Right, what's going on today? Well, I'm just making my way over to the other sheep pen over by the spinnery in our telehandler, of course. Oh heck, got a bit of weeds growing in that field, haven't we? Need to get them sorted. So yeah, I'm taking this over to the second sheep pen because this is now going to live over there, onwards from the last episode where I was deliberating over how to deal in the easiest and cheapest fashion with being able to get loose grass into the second sheep pen over there. Thank you to all of you who left me comments and suggestions in the last video. Really appreciate it. I'm also happy to justify my spending on equipment. Now, initially I was considering just a small tractor and a trailer for the sole purpose of living over there at the sheep pen and being able to just move loose grass from the little silo that I've placed down there into the sheep trough. Now, the idea and the way I think I'm going to go with it is, and this was as a result of having a conversation on Discord with my good friend Mark Haythornthwaite. He suggested a telehandler, another one, and coincidentally, in the comments of the last video, one of you wonderful people, Liam Perry, hello mate, you also you asked me the question, would I ever consider upgrading the telehandler? And it hadn't really crossed my mind at the time. But the way I think I'm going to do it now is I'm going to have this as the dedicated machine over at the sheep pen to load up the loose grass just in this big bucket at the front, because the bucket has a capacity of, I think, 11,000 litres or 11,500, as does the trough of the sheep pen, so it's going to work out relatively well. So what I had in mind, I did peruse the mod hub and have a look at a couple of mods for telehandlers. One of them that I really wanted to use, and it's been around for a little while I think, is the Merlot. It's a green Merlot telehandler, and I really quite like the look of it, so I downloaded it, as well as another JCB Agri Pro I think it's called. I've installed them in the game. Now the Merlot is £90,000, which was pretty expensive. I wasn't expecting it to be quite so much. And the JCB one is the same price as the base game JCB telehandler at 108,000. So for an extra 18 grand, I can get myself an all singing, all dancing, really nice, big, relatively powerful and heavy JCB telehandler. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get another one of these front buckets, these lizard modded buckets, which allows me to increase the capacity of it. And that's going to be our home farm telehandler from now on, the new one, when I buy it. So that's the plan. So onwards in today's episode, initially, firstly what I need to get sorted is a whole load of loose jobs, as it were. We do still have a load of field work to do. We've got a load of field prep to get done, a load of mulching, obviously lambing, topping up with getting the field nitrogen levels up to where they need to be, but we've got plenty of time for that. What I do need to do is make use of the compound feed mixer that we installed at the farm in the last episode. I need to get the bunker of silage picked up bucket by bucket and tipped into there. I need to get all of our hay bales tipped into there, and I also need to get a big chunk of the stack of straw bales put into there as well. And I also need to take a trip down to the shop with the tractor and flatbed trailer and purchase a whole load of pallets of mineral feed so that I can get the compound feed mixer working and creating the total mixed ration. So there's going to be a lot of backing and turning with that. Now I'm not too sure exactly how I'm going to do that yet. I may well consider popping that whole load of work, or at least the backing and turning, to the feed mixer with all the bits and bobs into a bit of a, not a cinematic, but a time-lapse video. So that may well be how I do that. But for now, this thing is going to live here. So there you go. So these sheep have they've got a couple of the last of the bales are in there. They're topped up for now. Hopefully, that should see them through until this field here is at its second growth stage, because at the minute, as you can see, that's pretty much what it looks like, what the grass field should look like when it's at second growth stage. At the minute, as you can see, it's just at the first. So I'm not going to rush into it and just mow it for the sake of mowing it. We'll wait for this to be properly ready, and we'll get it mowed, rowed up, picked up with the forage wagon, and we will take it and tip it into the new silo here. And then the sole job of this telehandler will be to pick the grass from there using the bucket and just whip it round here and tip it into the trough that is now going to be exactly as you're going to live. So for now, let's park this up in the shed here. There we go. Excellent stuff. Job done. Right, and now we are going to take a wander down to the shop. We're going to purchase our new telehandler for £108,000. Now, I'm hoping it's going. That is the. I think it's a pretty wise decision to do it that way. I don't need another tractor and trailer. The telehandler with the bucket will do the job that I want it to do. So, let's get ourselves down there, get it bought, get back to the farm. Now, I'm pretty sure that the attachments that are still back up at home farm, the bale spike and the pallet fork, they are still telehandler attachment equipped. So I shouldn't need to replace those, I don't think. So let's get to the shop. There we go, here it is. The farm's new toy, my new JCB 54170 telehandler. Beautiful thing. And I've equipped it with these nice knobbly Michelin wide tyres as well, which look pretty cool. Now I've also, as you can see, I bought another one of these Lizard customizable front buckets. This one has a capacity of 25,000 litres. Now I appreciate that's a slightly unreal capacity, but it's what the mod allows me to do. And for the sole purpose of making essentially the shifting of all the silage in the bunker much easier, and it'll take less time essentially. And also when it comes to the second bunker of silage fermenting, moving that into the trailer and taking it up to the BGA, that'll take a whole lot less time as well. So that's excellent. Right, let's get it back to the farm. It's a heck of a bit nicer and more modern than the older one, isn't it? Although I really do love that old JCB 520 by Mark Thor. Really like that mod. But I think it is about time that we upgraded a little bit. Why not, eh? Right, see you back at the farm in a few minutes. Right, here we are. Welcome to your new home. So, as I say, what I've got to do, I need to put all of this silage here into the feed mixer. I need to put all of these bales of hay into the feed mixer. I'm going to put some of the straw, obviously, because I need to keep some of the straw back for the bedding for the cows. So we've got they're 4 rows deep at the minute, so I might put the first one and a bit of the second one into it. They're 7,500 litres each, so maybe about 150,000 litres of straw perhaps into the feed mixer for now. I need to muck out the cows and put the manure from there and the manure from the bunker around the side there into the BGA and get that earning for us. The other bunker that we created and filled up in the last episode from the corn forage, that is still, obviously because we're still in the same game day, that's only about 3% fermented. And the bales that are still down in the lower grass field in the distance over there, they are still, I think they're about 64% fermented. So once all that's done, obviously that's all going into the BGA to earn for us. So, that's the work I've got ahead of me. Now, there's probably, might not take too long, as I say, with the capacity at 25,000 litres here. We currently have in the silo here 386,587. So, yeah, there's a few bucket loads there. Right, so as I say, I'm going to do my best to pop this into a bit of a time-lapse for a change of me busybodying around, getting to work in the new telehandler here. So I shall start getting all that done. Now I've got the flatbed trailer there hooked up to the Massey, ready to go down to the shop, and I need to purchase quite a few pallets of mineral feed, I feel, just to stock up the feed mixer with it. So there'll be an investment of a good few £1,000 for that. But for now, as I say, I'll get into this time lapse and I shall see you in a wee while's time.
I can see you with my closed eyes. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you with my closed eyes. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you with my closed eyes. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you with my closed eyes. You close your eyes. I can see you. I can see you with my closed eyes. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you with my closed eyes.
Right. Job done. I was really quite enjoying that, I must admit. You know, I was getting a little bit cocky. I appreciate that, lifting 4 bales at a time. This bale spike, picker upperer, it will auto grab 2. So every time you saw me pick up a stack of 4, the 2 top ones were always loose, as you may well have been able to tell, because there was wasn't quite a 100% success rate, was it? There was 1 or 2 occasions where the top 2 toppled, but it was still good fun. Now, I suppose I should thank any of you who are still here watching. I do hope that that wasn't too repetitive and dull. Obviously, having not put the time-lapse together properly yet and all that, I hope it turned out okay. So, anyway, there we go. Right, so if I pop into the production systems menu, we should now see... Where are we? Total mix ration. Right, so... We've not done so bad out of that, have we? 436,000 litres of hay, 386,000 of silage, 150,000 of straw. Now we just need some mineral feed. Now, obviously, thankfully, the ratio that it takes considerably less mineral feed than the rest. But I think for the purposes of not having to do this too much, I think I am going to... we're going to get down to the shop and I am going to buy a good chunk of pallets. I may well stick 1 or 2 more straw bales in there. But obviously we still need a good chunk of straw left for the bedding for the cows. But I love this thing. I am very happy with this purchase. This is a weapon. Really enjoyed that. Now I know the other JCB load-all may well have done almost as admirable of a job. But love it. This is awesome. Right, so into the Massey with the trailer, down to the shop. I'll see you down there ASAP. £20,000 worth of mineral feed and they make me load my own trailer. Ah, well, it's good practice, isn't it? There we go. There we go. Oh dear. It's a bit wonky considering the rest are relatively neat. Oh, I need to come over a good foot or so, don't I? There we go. That should be about right. Nice. Right, that's better. Yeah. 20,000 litres, £20,000. But, needs to be done. Now that we've got that feed mixer there. It just makes sense, doesn't it, just to get as much as we can. And while I can afford it, I should do it. So, let's strap this lot on. And we'll get this lot back to the farm, loaded into the feed mixer. Now, I do hope that it will just take off the trailer. I think it should do. Right. See you back there in a moment. Right, here we are. Now I have got to take it really easy with this trailer. It is seriously heavy. And it has a tendency to want to topple over. And there's actually 21,000 litres of mineral feed on here, not 20. My mistake, as usual. But yeah, let's get around here, and I hope, sincerely, that it should... There we go. That's what we wanted. Excellent stuff. Why can't all the sell points behave like that? Right, so let's pop into the production systems menu and get this thing turned on. So, total mixed ration. There we are. Right, activate. Boom! Off we go. Now at 24 cycles per month, I'm assuming that's considerably slow, isn't it? So, going to need to see how fast and how much total mixed ration that'll create for us. But what I think I'm going to do now is essentially fast forward time and pick you back up in September. There's nothing going on in the field. Obviously I do need to start the field prep come September. That will be planting season for some winter crops. There we go. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to fast forward time into September, and then we can start cracking on with a bit of field prep and get everything ready for a drilling of some winter crops. So, see you all ASAP. Right, hello everyone. Welcome to September. So, it's all systems go now. Now, I suppose, hindsight being what it is, I probably shouldn't have wasted at least one of the days of August there. But I suppose I should have used that time wisely. But I didn't. I haven't. We're here. What can I do? So we've got plenty going on now. If I jump into the menu, I'll show you the map PDA. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields full of weeds, so they all need mulching. These are all the fields that were harvested. The field of soybeans here and the field of sunflowers here are both ready to harvest. This little area of grass, the sacrificial field, that's at second growth stage, and I'm pretty sure this one is as well over here. So that's a job we need to get done. The silage bales in the lower grass field there are fermented. The second bunker is 64% fermented, so that's still not quite done yet. So once I've got this feed into the cows, now this is a feed mix that I made up before I shoveled all that stuff out of the bunker. What I had done, I forgot to mention it earlier, before we shifted all this silage into the compound feed mixer, I brimmed the cows with total mixed ration and with straw, and then made another feed mixer, and that was sat in the mixer here. So that's what we're feeding to them there right now, just to make sure that I had stuff going on, because in the production system the feed mixer isn't particularly fast at the minute. We've got 13,000, so that's what's accumulated in the last 2 days of August and where we are now in September. So I suppose that could do with being sped up. Perhaps I would like that to be done, so I may well jump into the XML at some point between episodes and amend that from what is it at the minute, 24 cycles a month, and I might just increase that a bit, just because, well, I need to. Right, so, as I say, we're going to get this, we'll wait for this to finish, to feed, and then I think what I'm going to do is I will connect up the bale loader to this, and I'm going to get those loose bales of silage in the bottom field there picked up and loaded up into the BGA, because also jumping into the production systems menu, the BGA is, aside from slurry, is completely empty. But looking at the money, we left August with, well, where were we at? We were about 100,000 quid, weren't we? Once I'd bought the telehandler and the bucket and the 20,000 quid's worth of mineral feed. I think we were just over 100 grand, but we're now 322,000. So that's awesome. That's obviously come from the bread, the lettuces, the clothes, the BGA. So we're not doing bad, are we? We're all right. We've already just by going to sleep, we've paid for the telehandler. So that's pretty awesome. Right. Anyway, the cows are all fed and strawed up, so time to crack on. We have a huge amount to do. We're now in planting season for a few winter crops. But I think first and foremost, obviously, I need to get my field prep done. I need to get the silage bales picked up. And yeah, I've got so much to do now, I don't know where to start. So, as I say, I'm going to get these bales picked up off camera. And I'll pick you back up when we've got the last of them into the BGA. I've had a bit of a think as to the direction we're going to go for the rest of the episode. So I'll see you all very soon. And I'm going the wrong way. Right, all that's done. I've got all of the bales picked up silage-wise and stuck in here. We now have, into the production systems menu there, just under 200,000 litres of silage in the BGA. So activate that. Off you go. Good stuff. So what I have also done off camera is very quickly, because it doesn't take too long, I have limed all the fields. Now, whether I've done this or not in the correct order, I know all of the fields that have been harvested need to be mulched, but before doing that, as I say, I've just thrown a load of lime over all of them. Now, in my mind, it kind of makes sense, whether it's right or not, but if I've spread the lime over these fields and then I run a mulcher over them, surely the turning over of the soil, the top level of ground, is going to essentially put that lime deeper into the soil and do more good, isn't it? That's how my mind saw it anyway. So, but whether it's right or wrong, it's done now. Obviously, we've got 2 fields to harvest. We've got the soybeans and the sunflowers there ready to go, but we can't do anything in the rain. The forecast is due to stop raining. Oh, look at the rainbow. Yeah, forecast is due to stop raining at 10 o'clock. So we shall see the rain through, and I'll pick you back up at 10 o'clock, hopefully when the rain stopped. And I think what we might do from then is maybe have a bit of a harvest. Go for the soybeans. Right. Rain has stopped, obviously. It's a lovely, nice sunny day now. So actually, instead of the soybeans, we're going to go for the sunflowers first, because I made that little error when I was planting. There's a tiny little patch of soybeans within the sunflowers, isn't there? So I need to get the sunflowers out of there first before I can get those soybeans out. So it'll be what we do. So I don't think it's the first time we've used this, but it's possibly the second. The corn header, sunflower header. Let's get that down to the field. We'll get the harvester down to the field. We'll get that job done. And here we go. Let's get these sunflowers out of the ground. I think this is the first time I've done sunflowers down here on Court Farms. I think. I don't recall having done them before. Hence why this header's not been used much. Right. So, I'm sure you know the score. I'm going to pop this job into a cinematic. Yeah, there's my little point of sin there where I forgot to change over from soybeans to sunflowers. Oops. Right. I shall see you all when the job's done. Right, there we go. Job done. That didn't take long at all. We got just over a trailer load. We've got stuck on the wall there. Just over 1,000 litres in the hopper here. So let's don't bother running the tractor back down here. Let's see if I've got my distances right. We should just be able to. There we go. Nice. All done. So the next job on the list, which won't be this episode, it's going to be in the next one, is going to be the soybeans. Get them out the ground, and then the job will be field prep. All of the fields and all of the prep, apart from the lime. So we got, let's have a look at the silo here. Let's just see what we got out of that. Sunflowers, 21,693 litres. That's not too bad, is it? We've done all right. In total, we've got 305,416 litres of grain in there, so that's awesome. I still need to send a load of it over to the grain mill. I haven't been in too much of a rush for that, though, because if I pop into the production system, we've still got a reasonable amount in there. There we go. And it's constantly out of space just because of the pace of it. But yeah, 20,000 litres of barley, 75,000 litres of rye, 28,000 of oat. So yeah, there's no immediate rush for that. It's not like it's running out, but I will get it done. What I might even do is just stick a bit of each in maybe a trailer of each in the grain mill and sell the rest. We shall see, because December is sell time. It's December and January, I think it is, sell time for most of the grain. So we might make a bit of a profit from some of it. We shall see. Now, I did, off camera, I don't know if I mentioned it before, you'll have to forgive me, with so much going on now, with me having, I suppose I did waste 2 days of time, didn't I, by fast-forwarding into September. So I did get a little bit flustered and a bit overwhelmed with how much stuff I've got to do. I'm sure I've got enough time to do it all, so there's no worry, but, yeah, I did, I amended the speed, the pace, the work speed of the feed mixer there. So again, popping into the production system here, it was, I think it was 24 cycles per month, but I've increased that to 2,400. So now, 103,000 litres of total mixed ration. So that's excellent. That's exactly what we want it to be. So we've got more than enough TMR there to be able to come along, pick up a trailer load, tip it into the cow trough, and it'll still be ticking over nicely. Now, I do need to keep on top of stuff there. There no doubt will be a period of time at some point where we run out of one of the particulars of it, potentially, well, straw will be the first one and mineral feed, but we'll keep topped up with that. We've certainly got enough cash to keep that topped up anyway, 330,000 or just under 331,000 pounds. So that is brilliant. So, I think I'm going to call it here for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time watching the video. I really do hope you've enjoyed it and found it even remotely fun and interesting. As always, if you're new to the channel, you like my content, you like the way I'm doing things, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining the channel. If you can, give the video a like as well. Hitting that like button does do wonders for the channel. It lets the YouTube algorithm do its thing. And as always, there is a host of links in the video description below with my Giants Partner promo code. If any of you are in the market for a DLC, an add-on, a season pass, or even the full game itself, and you like the idea of helping a content creator out at the same time, I would be massively appreciative. So take care, everyone. Thanks again. And I shall see you in the next episode.
Thank you.